Okay. He's just been hanging out here too outside, and he looked high as a kite yesterday. And he's just been sitting there. He'll sit right next to the businesses, like high as a kite, and asking when people leave if they want to smoke a cigarette with him. And he's out here again today, just walking around, not doing nothing. It's just weird as hell. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this city could get they act together on so much. Like I said, I mean, they're selective. But if that was me, right, they might have already given me trouble about doing that, right? About just chilling out here, right? When it would be my only option if that was my situation. Like, I'm not against anyone going through things or that's their situation at all. But there's a way to do things. This city could provide the resources. They don't have any resources for homeless in this city. You understand? See, what y'all don't get is y'all want to treat Brownsville and the Valley like it's a joke, but this is our home. I mean, that's why it's Gotham to me. Like, nah, I'm going to protect Gotham and fix up the city and fix up everything. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what I got to go through. Things have to change. You're not listening. This is the problem with these people is they're all cowards. They don't know what it takes and means to stand up for something at all costs and just make it happen. There is no choice. None of these folks have a choice. Okay, you're gonna change things. We're not accepting no for an answer. It's all got to be changed. You got companies that are doing illegal crimes and changing policies. That has to change. You can't do that. You get what I'm saying? You want to be so strict on your fake rules and you want to enforce what you want to enforce, giving people a hard time. We're not going to tolerate that no more. See, this is the point, is y'all don't get it. I told y'all, I'm going to replace this whole system with a new government, okay, that will feed not only everybody in Texas, but all of New York and the entire world. This is about unity. This is about people coming together. All y'all need to quit your jobs. Straight up, quit them. Quit them and boycott them. You need to quit your job. You want to get on this movement? You start donating and sending me money. Quit your jobs, boycott the whole system. Like I said, we can create our own economic system. We don't need any of these people. It's a joke. How long are y'all going to do this? How long y'all want to live like this, like sea urchins, off a predatory system that ain't doing nothing for us but trying to hold us back? You tell me. The same folks who disgruntled, oh, you got an issue with your job. Well, hell, if you was supporting Batman, you wouldn't have to work that job now, would you? People don't get it, man. It ain't that difficult of a concept. It's just none of y'all know how to think outside the box. Like, yeah, I'm a genius, but it don't take a genius to understand. Do you understand that societies and communities can build their own bank? The walk side's on, by the way. Yeah, we could build our own banks. What? But folks don't want to come together and work together. Y'all want to drive around your little Mustangs and Crown Vics on payments, like this lady on the phone while you're driving, right? Isn't that illegal? Like I said, I catch folks doing so. You know how many crimes actually get committed a day? You know how much illegal activity actually goes on a day? Like, I don't concern myself with it. That ain't my job. I never would act like it is. I know my job. My job is to do God's will and God's work. But I'm gonna talk about what I see. If I see people and they're doing illegal stuff, I'm gonna clearly have a problem with that, right? Like, that's just called being righteous. See, you people, you want to twist words and change things and this and that. Like I said, I just caught these people red-handed like I always do, right? And that's why they got out of character, right? So, like I said, when the camera is on, why didn't you do that when you were on camera, huh? Because I said it either way, so we know that it happened. And like I said, you have camera systems, so it's in your camera system what you did, right? I love it. They don't get, like, it just puts a smile on my face because I already know how to handle it. Like, no, that's the thing. Like, no, I do just what my dad did. I know how to talk. and I know what I can do and what I can't do. That's it. I didn't get out of character at all. No, I was perfectly calm. I kept asking. I must have asked the question 20 times, which was just a basic question. I can ask a question all I want. I need an answer. Like, what? Like, yeah, does this thing work or not? And that's all I was asking. Does it work? Does the machine work? They're sitting there and trying to talk around me like, yeah, it don't work like that, bro. No, it don't. It never works like that. I ask you a question, you answer. That's how it works. Like, especially me, because like I said, I do this for a living. Like I said, I'm basically like an auditor. Are y'all not going to realize that? Not only do I stand up against corruption, not only have crime rates lowered because of me, I'm an auditor. Yeah, y'all better wake up, bro. You know what an auditor does, right? Figures out, goes into businesses and figures out what they're doing that's wrong, illegal, everything they're doing, right? Mm-hmm. And can get the whole company shut down legally the right way. And that's what we have to have. What are you talking about? If I wanted to be like Glenn Serio and go film in the post office, I could do that. You have legal rights in this country that you have to exercise or you lose them. Doing that type of stuff to me, it's kind of pointless. Those are civil liberties we're not really worried about. I mean, nobody wants to stand in a post office. Besides the point. You understand? See, me, you'll never catch me wasting time. I focus on what matters. Like, that's the thing. I don't even ask, like, I'm sitting here, I'm trying to avoid issues. No, the way it works in this country, I don't care where I'm at, okay? This is my country. We're in America, right? The way it works in this country, okay, is I wake up, I just walked miles, okay? I'm already not in the mood for games. I walked about 30 plus miles today again. Okay. My legs ain't even tired. I just ran into one of these older ladies that knows me. She was like, man, what I would do for one of your legs. Like, I told her I don't even think about it no more. My legs just move. I don't even feel it. I'm not gonna lie. I felt it a little bit today. Here come all the bicyclers on their little bikes. Let me move so they can go by. Let me mute this in case they got music. Yeah, they had their stuff playing. They said thank you, sir, because I moved up their way. They're all right. They're cool. I wish they'd lend me a bike so I can go ride with them. I would ride in the bat suit or not. It's too hot, man. To ride with them, I couldn't do it in no bat suit. I don't even know how the hell they out here. But then again, how am I out here? I'm walking. So that's probably worse, right? I ate one of the peaches already. Man, it was delicious. I washed the other peach off, so I'm gonna save that for later. Then I ate the whole apple, and I got a video of me eating it, biting into it, both of them. So I'm gonna put those up. I got some good videos today. Like I said, every day I just wake up and enjoy my life. That's the thing. Like, dude, I shouldn't have to worry about a bus driver giving me a hard time. I know I look young. I look like I'm a teenager. I look like I'm in my 20s. I'm 36, about to be 36 years old, bro. I'm a grown man. Do you think a grown man gonna put up with that? And over, there's a honk from the highway, and over again. Dude, I thought we resolved this matter already, man. I thought we've been there, done that. I thought we were past this by now. You see, these people, they can never get past their little chip on their shoulder. What are you so jealous of? You all have every opportunity down here. Like I said, it seems like it's always a self issue. Y'all can't stand yourselves. That ain't my problem. In this country, the way it works is I wake up, I pay my $3 for my day pass, and you give it to me, blank, right? And that's how it works. That's how it's always worked. So no, nothing changed. That's not how it works. The policy was always that it only lasts for the day. And that's the craziest thing I ever heard, because the minute you go up to Austin, it lasts for 24 hours, regardless. And that's what a day pass is. It's a day. So you need to change the name too, buddy, because your company's doing a bunch of crazy illegal stuff that don't make sense. That's not a question. That's a fact. See, people want to say facts aren't facts. So yes, they are. You're lying. It's not a day pass. It's a half a day pass. So call it a half a day pass, right? A day pass is 24 hours, right? Come on, bro. That ain't making no sense, man. It ain't no 24 hours here. They just say, oh, it's that day and that's it. But either way, when you initially pay for it, it comes out blank. It's what it's always done since day one. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. And it wouldn't matter either way. You understand? Because at the end of the day, you didn't have your machine on and your machine is supposed to be working. That's why I'm asking, is the machine working? It's just a basic question. That's all I ask, right? Because if the machine is working, why are you talking to me trying to jip me out my money? Because all I can do is put my $3 in the machine, which you are denying me ability to do. Like, that's illegal, bro. That's denying me ability to move in this country and to use public transportation. It's discrimination. It's a lawsuit. You understand? This is not the first time you've done it. You keep getting these weird drivers to give me a hard time. I'm not going to put up with it. Okay? No. You do it once, maybe. You do it over and over. Hell no. Nope. Not happening, coach. And like I said, it just goes to show all these companies, all these organizations are corrupt. Everything they're doing is illegal. Don't sit there and pretend with me. Everything you're doing is illegal, and you all are some cowards. You antagonize people, okay? You try to start with people and pick on people, right? And when you eventually come across someone like me, I'm smart enough to handle it the right way. And you're not used to that. She knew she lost today. Yeah, you lost. I got you on camera, right? Doing your nonsense, acting aloof, making no sense, right? Denying me access to public transportation. Like, that's illegal. You can't do that. No, you cannot. No, especially for no reason. There was no coherent reason, no reason given. It wasn't a reason at all. Like, oh, just because that's how you want to be. Oh, well, that's cool. When I file the lawsuit, that's how I want to be. Feel me? So yeah, like I said, no, you can't dictate and twist the law and do what you want to do, and then send a bunch of people online to be jealous and envious, and then keep lying and being on every line, running your mouth, making up lies, trying to paint everything like it's a different situation. Yeah, I don't answer to people on the internet. You'll stay out of it and you'll mind your business. I don't care what you say. I don't answer to you. Okay? You all answer to me. All y'all. All these corporations answer to me now. That's what you don't get. Yeah, just like it said, divine confirmation. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say on the community wall? Doggy, learn to read. What does it say? Right? It says what you're doing is genius and people heavily respect you. Of course it is. I'm the man who shut down Empower Network. I get organizations, illegal organizations, shut down all the time. All these organizations are doing illegal activity. I'm just pointing it out. As a citizen and civilian, it's not only my right, it's my responsibility as far as I'm concerned to do so. Okay? Because I'm tired of people trying to pretend they're someone they're not. I'm tired of companies who are nickel and diming and failing, trying to talk down and take money from innocent folks like you and I. I'm sick of it. And we're going to continue to stand up to your system, and you're going to see me shut down a whole lot of these companies completely by law, legally. I'll show you how to do it. It's easy. And I don't have to go around antagonizing and trolling and provoking people to do it, because it's not my agenda. My agenda is just to help people. But when y'all want to do this and you're not doing your job, okay, I'm going to make sure you understand that now you're going to do your job the right way. And that's it. Like I said, what you're saying is irrelevant to the fact that when somebody gets on a bus, when they board the bus, right, they go through the machine. Not you. You don't have any business. That's not your job. You have no business handing someone a pass at all. And if they give you passes, they have to be blank. You understand? Because if I pay you $3 right now, you would have taken my $3, which would have been theft by law, not what you all want to make up. That's the law, right? Because you would have giving me something that I did not pay for. I did not pay for a day pass that's stamped. I paid for a day pass that's blank. See the point? And that's a huge difference, because that's paying for a day pass that you're saying, oh, it only lasts a day. That makes no sense. Like, what are you talking? You're trying to make it where I have no choice but to ride a one way. I'm not trying to ride a one way. I'm trying to get ahead for the next day. And that's the only way I can get where I need to go without walking. See, this is like, you need to change your system, and you're going to. I already know they're going to. They're going to have to because of me. And they're all going to talk behind my back. Yeah, right. And like I said, everybody respects, right, and fears the Batman. Like I said, y'all already know about me, man. You know, you already know about me, bro. I know all y'all talk. You know what I mean? Trust me, bro. Like I said, all I do is stand my ground, man. Like, no, you're wrong. You're trying to talk over a grown man that doesn't tolerate that. Don't ever try to talk while I'm talking, dude. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who you think you're talking to. You ain't going to do it with me. No, you're not. None of you down here. Believe that. Like I said, it's called respect. Remember, folks, what you tolerate is what will continue. If you tolerate this petty, immature behavior, it will continue. When you put your foot down and you draw a line in the sand and you say, no more, you understand? Then they can't do it no more. Feel me? Yeah, I don't play these games. You understand? That lady can be immature if she wants. Hey, it's your job that you're going to lose now. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed, bro. Trust me, it's guaranteed. You understand? These people don't understand. I never stop with what I'm doing either. My crusade, I'm the Cape Crusader. I never stop. Nope. Nope. And I find out all information I need pertaining to everything. I'm going public with whoever's legal name I want, and I'm going to expose you. Okay? And I keep everything on video. Everything is documented, because when I take it to court, okay, you're not going to sit there and play these games with me and try to find a way around it, because that's what they try to do, especially down here, because they're corrupt. Yeah, y'all just want to not do your job. You want to dismiss cases that are real cases. You want to dismiss everything that has a point to it and do what you want, right? That's fine. Go ahead. And then I'm going to go public with your name. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a judge, lawyer, DA. You do your job, right? Or I'm going public with your legal name and I'm exposing you. The judges down here in the valley are a joke. You take bribes of over $70,000 and think that's money. I had a bank account with over 300,000. Okay, these people are taking bribes for whatever amount because they desperate. They want to be like me so bad it's unreal. I did it legally. I did it myself, working hard and being a good person. Let's see you do it. Them judges all take bribes down here, and they all end up doing basically life in prison. Read the papers. It's in them. You understand? Yeah, all you folks down here, you want to work for the cartel, right? It's in the readings, bro. I don't care who gets aggravated about what I'm saying. I ain't scared of none of y'all. You understand? Like I said, it's on like Donkey Kong with whoever, whatever, right? We just know that we have to do things the right way, right? It is what it is. It's always situational, right? Like I said, when we're dealing with corporations, restaurants, corporate America, you get the you get basically the lawyer attitude. You know, we'll call it the treatment. You get the lawyer treatment. You get the yuppie snob lawyer treatment. And like my dad, I just get you put out of business and file a lawsuit on you, and you got to pay me a huge settlement. When we're talking about gang members and cartel and Tren de la Argua, all right, all that stuff is in the street. And then you get the gangsta Batman. See what I'm saying? Different situations call for different personalities, different parts of Batman, right? But when you're dealing with these entitled peasants that you just work for a company, you're a crump to me. You're nothing and nobody. Don't ever play these games. It's not going to help you. It's not going to work out for you. You're going to lose your job that you really need, right? And that's it. You understand? So like I said, I got people right now stopping and waving at me. People respect what I do. Like I said, this is not a joke. This is what I want to teach people too. You don't need some government contract, government license. You don't need these little fake jobs and fake titles to stand up and do the right thing and be a man or a woman, right? There should be more men and women like me who are actually concerned of the citizens and don't want to live amongst a bunch of corruption and ignorance and nonsense. I'm not tolerating nothing. You play your games if you want. I don't care. You're not going to set me up, and that doesn't scare me. I'm Batman. I can hold my own anywhere. You're not going to play with me. Nope. You're all going to do what you're told now, and you're going to understand the power that I have. That's what time it is. With God, the power of God is real, boy. Everything I'm doing is through God. God got my back. That's all I need. God and Christina. God got me. Stand up to all you people. What do you think? This is what I trained for all these years. This is what they told me. This is what they said. They said, you got to have the Holy Spirit within you, backing you, behind you. That's the only way you're going to win, right? Because they know, even these churches around here, the pastors, the officials, they know that all y'all are corrupt. They know that all y'all weak, right? It is what it is. Understand? It ain't confusing. It ain't confusing at all. Feel me? All just straight up reality. Feel me? There's another one who can't drive, who acts like they can't see. Oh, yeah. That's another thing. Anywhere you at, I don't care where you're at in this country, we call America. Pedestrian always has the right of way. Always. He was giving me the head bob nod, like approval. Good. Like I said, I'm the people's champ. I do this for the people. You understand? I'm not scared of anybody. This is what we need, and we need more people like me to stand up. You don't got to get out of character, man. That's what they want. They want us to get out of character, okay? They are trying to lock us up. Wake up. Wake up and figure it out, and figure out how to win and dismantle this entire system. I want all of corporate America shut down. Y'all are thieves, you're crooks. I want all government politicians. I'm calling for this publicly to resign immediately ASAP, okay? And if Trump tries to pardon criminals like Diddy, and y'all want to keep not putting the charges applied to these criminals that they've committed in front of all of us, and we have full documented evidence, that's fine. As a people, if we're in a democracy, there should be a way to be able to push for a retrial, okay? We need to bring this back to a democracy where we hold court as a people, right? Where we're actually able to elect our leader, not just tell people and talk about how, oh, it's so corrupt. Oh, it's not a democracy. Oh, blah, blah, blah. That's not what gets things done. If you notice, when you hear me talk, I sound like a politician, right? Right, because I'm an independent politician who's just gangsta as hell, and I'm Batman, right? Because I'm not going to sit here and keep letting this stuff happen. I'm sick of it. I'm beyond sick of it. You don't know the meaning of anger and rage, okay? None of you, okay? None of you in this world are close to my anger. Believe me, it's downright disturbing, okay? Trust me, you do not want to see this spirit I got hiding inside of me, okay? So I'm going to say it again. Whatever I say is what goes. That's what's going to happen. Trust me, because I know the law. You know, you want to twist the law, okay? Lawsuit, right? See you in court, no problem. Massive settlement. There's nothing they can do. And the fact is that all the people who ain't corrupt, they support me. Feel me? Even some of the corrupt ones probably support me because they don't have a choice. That's the whole point. When I told folks, you don't have a choice but to pay me. You understand? You want dust out of these homes in Brownsville, right? Pay me. That's how we'll get it done. I'll do it myself. I can help y'all with all that. Real talk. It's not that difficult, man. You know, I sat back long enough and I waited for people to just do their job. All these people are incompetent. That's the problem in this country, incompetence, because of what the government has done, dumbing everyone down. And I am not going to sit here and put up with incompetence. You're going to do your job. So if people don't want to do their job, that's perfectly fine. That's why I'm doing mine and doing yours for you. Okay? Y'all want dust out of the homes in Brownsville? Pay me, donate. You can literally donate and just write dust. All right? Write dust in the Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo when you donate. All right? And whatever y'all donate, proceeds, this is in the Valley for Brownsville specifically, but anyone can donate to it. We'll call it the Dust Fund. Right? You donate, write the word dust. Check out what I'm going to do with this. Right? You donate some actual real money. Give me some financial backing and write dust on your donation. I will specifically use that money. This is a promise, and I'll have all the receipts to prove this. Okay, all my financial documents are on the phone. They're all recorded. They're right there. I can't lie about them. Okay, if you write dust when you donate, right? And of course, I don't want you to only send donations for that. I need to eat and stuff and pay my phone and everything. But I will call it the Dust Fund. Donate to the Dust Fund. Check out. This is what I'm going to do. Any funds that are from the Dust Fund, right? I will take myself. Okay, I don't care if I got to walk or however I get to Brownsville, right? However I get over there, okay? And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start asking people, what the hell was that? What the hell was that, Billy? Right? I'm gonna ask these people and figure out whoever I got to talk to who has tons of dust in their homes. And I will use the dust fund proceeds to buy vacuums, okay? And I will go vacuum it all up for you. Okay, if it's something that requires something more than a vacuum, no problem. The Dust Fund will give me the resources to do it. I'm had enough. I mean, either if nobody's going to do anything, I'll just stand up and I'll do it all myself. We got to have one real man that does everything for everyone. Y'all want me to get a Swiffer? I'll get a Swiffer and I'll clean out your chimney for you too if you want. I don't care. Like real talk, I'm not joking. If they tell me it's a bigger issue than that, we need this and that, okay, cool. Here's the proceeds in the Dust Fund. What do we need to buy so we can get it cleaned up? Like, I'll help them. Real talk. If they allow me to do it, the people who own their home, I'll gladly help you clean your home. Like what? And if you want to be nice, you can pay me for it, right? But like, you don't have to. I'll do it for free. I don't care. Like the whole point is, that's the new thing. You can do that. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, put the word dust, right? But you got, that's if you're donating. I'm talking like you need to be sending $100 plus. You do that, I'll gladly go buy the vacuums. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to get over there and I'll talk to somebody. I'll probably have a homeboy help me and we can get the dust out of your home for you. I'll just do it for free. You ain't even got to pay. If y'all want to give us tips or gratuity, you can do that because this has to stop. Okay. I ain't never seen a group of people that can't just get up and fix an issue. It takes 2 seconds. It's laziness. It's pure laziness. But remember Aaron Gomez, who's so full of it, she can't see straight, was on the television talking about there's dust in the homes. Well, then why don't you get a vacuum lady and get it out of the homes? Because you don't care. Because it's all fake. Because you're just like y'all were at St. Joe. You're just a bunch of posing fake individuals. Are you not? It's the truth. Your brother Eric's been jealous of me since the beginning, since birth. Since the beginning of time. Right? Tried to be nothing but nice to Eric. You know what I mean? Like, real talk, I always try to be nice to Eric. Like, I don't have anything against Eric. I don't have anything against anyone. Like, I thought Eric was all right. I just know he was jealous of me. You know what I mean? But my whole point is, if there's dust in the homes, why don't you get the dust out the homes? Do your job. If you're going to run for office, you should probably do your job, right? And this is the problem. They want to sit here and they want to play patty cake and fake it till they make it. And now they got a guy who's on there, you know what, calling them out. And of course, they're not going to like it. Oh, he told me to do my job, right? Who the hell does he think he is? I think I'm Batman. That's what. You're going to get the dust out of the homes in Brownsville and Gotham. Why? Because I'm Batman. That's why. Real talk. See, these folks don't get it. I'm an independent politician. I'm way better at this game than y'all. I was born to do this. That's why I'm done waiting for it. I'm just going to make it happen. That's what God told me to do, basically. God is providing the means and the way to do this. So yeah, we'll call it the Dust Fund. Contribute to the Dust Fund. It must be a minimum of $100 because I have to be able to afford the vacuums. If I got to stand somewhere public, I'll ask them to do it. I can write down the people who want me to do it. I'll write down their information for them, and I'll just come on the days I can, and I'll help them clean it. You know, and like I said, if they want to give me gratuity or pay me for it, I'll talk to them about that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a job. You can do that. But like I said, that would be the proceeds I use to actually get the job done. Even if it's like a hard thing to do, I'll try to do everything I can. You know what I mean? Why not? You know what I mean? I'd like to have help. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. If I didn't have to do it, that would be nice. I don't want to breathe all that in. You know what I mean? But my whole point is something got to be done, man. You know, at least I can use the funds and buy someone a vacuum. Here's a vacuum. I mean, there's no way you got dust in a home if you got a vacuum that works. I mean, you're not going to sit here and pretend with me. It's not possible. That's all you need, a good vacuum. I'll buy you the vacuum. So yeah, like I said, Batman stays winning. We're gonna change things, man. We're gonna change things in the valley. We're gonna change things everywhere, whether people like it or not. It's just that simple. You feel me? So it is what it is. You feel me? The ladies are looking at me. That's what it's about, helping each other and making a better environment for everybody instead of just acting some way for no reason and treating people